We're about to drop into one of the coolest, most underrated cities I've ever been to. Lima, Peru. This place is insane. Seriously, you've got ancient ruins, this crazy good food scene, like seriously world-class good. And the vibes are just different. We're talking history, culture, beaches, and enough adventure to keep you buzzing. So buckle up because I'm about to take you on a wild ride through the best 9 things to do in Lima. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Alright, first up we're hitting up Old Town Lima, aka the historic center. This place is like stepping into a time machine. We're talking cobblestone streets, buildings from like forever ago, and this energy that just screams history. You can practically feel the stories, you know? First stop, Plaza Mayor, the heart of the city. This place is insane, guys. You've got the presidential palace right there, all decked out. Then there's the Lima Cathedral, which is just breathtaking. And don't even get me started on the Archbishop's Palace. The architecture is mind-blowing. Oh, and we can't forget the San Francisco Church. This place is wild. It's got this crazy, beautiful Baroque style, but the real kicker is underground. They've got catacombs under there, guys. It's a little creepy, a little cool, and a total must-see. We're talking centuries of history, all packed into these crazy, beautiful buildings. You can practically feel the weight of it all, you know? It's like walking through a history book, but way more fun. Make sure you take some time to just wander around, soak it all in. Get lost in the little side streets, check out the shops, and just imagine what life was like back in the day. Trust me, this place is a total trip. You'll be snapping pics for days and the history buff in you will be freaking out. Okay guys, get ready for your taste buds to explode because Lima is a foodie's paradise. Seriously, this city is on another level when it comes to food. And you know, I take my food seriously. We're talking about restaurants like Central and Mido, 2 of the best in the entire world. I'm not exaggerating. Central is all about showcasing the crazy diversity of Peruvian ingredients. They've got this tasting menu that takes you on a journey through, like, every ecosystem in Peru. It's wild. And then there's Mido, which is doing this insane fusion of Japanese and Peruvian cuisine. It's like nothing you've ever tasted before. Trust me, your taste buds will be thanking you. But it's not just the fancy restaurants. You can find incredible food all over Lima. Hit up the Miraflores market for some serious street food action. And don't even think about leaving Lima without trying ceviche, the national dish. It's fresh, it's flavorful, and it's basically a party in your mouth. We're talking seafood, we're talking spices, we're talking flavors that'll rock your world. You can find amazing ceviche everywhere, from little hole-in-the-wall places to fancy restaurants. Honestly, you could spend your entire trip just eating your way through Lima and I wouldn't judge you. Alright, history buffs, this one's for you. If you want to dive deep into Peru's past, you have to check out the Museo Larco. This place is packed with artifacts that are literally thousands of years old. We're talking about stuff from the Nazca, Moche, and Inca cultures. You'll see pottery, textiles, jewelry, and all sorts of crazy stuff that'll blow your mind. It's like taking a trip back in time and seeing how these ancient cultures lived. And listen, I know museums can be a little stuffy sometimes, but not this one. The Museo Larco is seriously cool. It's got this beautiful setting and the way they display everything is really engaging. You won't be bored, I promise. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the erotic pottery collection. Yeah, you heard me right. They've got a whole section dedicated to ancient Peruvian pottery that's, well, let's just say it's a little spicy. Trust me, the Museo Larco is a must-see. It's a chance to connect with Peru's rich history and see some truly incredible artifacts, plus, you know, erotic pottery. Okay, so you've had your fill of history and culture for a bit. Now it's time to relax and soak up some of that Lima sunshine. And there's no better place to do that than the Malecon in Miraflores. Imagine this. You're strolling along this beautiful cliffside path, the Pacific Ocean crashing below you, a gentle breeze in your hair. It's the perfect place to clear your head, take in the views, and just chill out. You can walk, jog, bike, or just find a bench and soak up the sun. There are parks and gardens along the way. And you'll even find some pretty cool street art. Keep an eye out for the Parque del Amor, which is this cute little park with a giant sculpture of a couple kissing. It's like the perfect spot for a romantic selfie. And if you're feeling adventurous, head down the Bajada de los Baños, which is this cool little pathway that takes you down to the beach. The Malecon is the perfect place to escape the city for a bit and just enjoy the natural beauty of Lima. Okay, get this. You're in the middle of Miraflores, surrounded by modern buildings and all that, and then bam! You stumble upon this ancient pyramid. That's Huaca Pucallana for you. This place is wild. It's this massive adobe pyramid built by the Lima culture way before the Incas were even around. We're talking like 500 AD, guys. It's crazy to think about how old this thing is. You can take a tour and learn all about the history of the site, how it was built and what it was used for. It's pretty fascinating stuff, but even if you're not a history buff, Huacapuclana is still worth checking out. The sheer scale of the pyramid is impressive, and the fact that it's just chilling in the middle of a modern city is pretty surreal. Plus, you get some pretty amazing views of the city from up there. It's a great place to take some pics and just appreciate the contrast between ancient and modern Lima. Trust me, it's not every day you get to explore a pyramid in the middle of a bustling city. Alright guys, get ready to experience the cool kid neighborhood of Lima Barranco. This place is bursting with creativity. We're talking colorful buildings, street art everywhere you look, and this super chill bohemian vibe. You can spend hours just wandering around, checking out the murals, popping into art galleries, and soaking up the atmosphere. It's the perfect place to let your creative juices flow. Make sure you check out El Puente de los Suspiros, this cute little wooden bridge that's like a magnet for couples. Legend has it that if you make a wish and hold your breath while crossing it, your wish will come true. And if you're into art, you have to visit the Museo de Arte de Lima, or Mali for short. They've got an incredible collection of Peruvian art, from ancient times to the present day. But honestly, the best thing to do in Barranco is just to wander around and see where the wind takes you. You're guaranteed to stumble upon something cool, whether it's a hidden cafe, a unique shop, or a piece of street art that blows your mind. Barranco is all about embracing the unexpected and just enjoying the ride. Alright guys, get ready for a sensory overload because the magic water circuit is like nothing you've ever seen before. Imagine a park filled with fountains, but not just any fountains. We're talking fountains that dance to music, fountains that shoot water stories into the air, fountains that light up in a million different colors. It's like a water-themed rave, and it's awesome. You can wander through the park and be amazed by all the different fountains, each one more creative than the last. They've got lasers, they've got music, they've got water doing things you didn't even know water could do. It's the perfect place to let loose, act like a kid again, and just enjoy the show. And the best part, it's all set in this beautiful park so you can relax, have a picnic, and enjoy the atmosphere. Oh, and make sure you stick around for the evening show. That's when they really turn up the magic with lights and music that'll blow your mind. Trust me, the Magic Water Circuit is a must-see in Lima. It's fun, it's unique, and it's an experience you won't forget. Alright guys, it's time for a little adventure. We're taking a break from the city and heading to the Ballestas Islands, which are basically the Galapagos of Peru. We're talking about a bunch of rocky islands just off the coast, and they are teeming with wildlife. You'll see penguins, sea lions, pelicans, boobies, and all sorts of other birds. It's like stepping into a National Geographic documentary. You'll hop on a boat and cruise around the islands, getting up close and personal with all the animals. Just try not to get too close to the sea lions. They might look cute and cuddly, but they can get a little grumpy. And as you're heading out to the islands, keep an eye out for the Candelabra geoglyph. It's this massive etching on the side of a hill that's thought to be over 2,000 years old. The Ballestas Islands are a great way to see a different side of Peru and experience the incredible biodiversity of the Pacific coast. Plus, who doesn't love penguins and sea lions? Alright cat lovers, this one's for you. Parque Kennedy in Miraflores is not your average park. Sure, it's got benches, trees and all that, but it's also home to hundreds of cats. And these aren't just any cats. These cats are like local celebrities. They're well-fed, they're friendly, and they basically run the show. You can spend hours just chilling in the park, watching the cats play, and maybe even making a few new furry friends. It's the perfect place to relax, people watch, and just soak up the good vibes. And if you're feeling peckish, there are tons of cafes and restaurants around the park where you can grab a bite to eat. Parque Kennedy is a great example of how much the people of Lima love their feline friends. It's a unique and heartwarming experience that you won't find anywhere else. 9 epic things to do in Lima, Peru. This city is a total hidden gem and I'm so stoked I got to share it with you. From ancient ruins to world-class food, from vibrant street art to adorable stray cats, Lima has something for everyone. Trust me, you won't regret adding this incredible city to your travel bucket list.